I'm not hungry anymore. It's a powerful statement. When we started Food to Kids, we had this crazy idea that we could take care of kiddos that were hungry on the weekend, and we started a backpack program called Food to Kids. At the end of that first year of the program, we sent home some surveys to the parents who had been part of this program, looking to see a way that we could improve what we were already doing. And we were reading one of the last statements, and it was like, how do we make Food to Kids better? And it was just one simple sentence from a little boy, because you could tell his handwriting looked just like my son's, and it said, I'm not hungry anymore. That one statement has driven what is today the West Texas Food Bank, the success that we're sitting in, because we believe that we could truly impact hunger in our community. The West Texas Food Bank serves 19 counties. It is equivalent to 34,000 square miles of West Texas, and just to give you a reference point, it's the same size as the state of Maine. Last year alone, the West Texas Food Bank gave out over 5.6 million pounds of food to our communities. That's a lot of food, and it takes us a lot of people and a lot of logistics to make that happen. In the last 6 to 8 months, what we've seen is so drastic of the people that we're seeing. We're seeing people that were our volunteers are now coming in and asking for help. We're hearing stories from all of our agencies that they are doubling and tripling their numbers. These are people they have never seen before. These are people who are even telling the story that they have never asked for anything like this before. I mean, there's all different kinds of things that have kind of created this perfect storm within our community of need. And of course, it's tied to a downturn, and some people are having to make hard decisions. You know, one thing that you can always cut in a budget is food. You can't cut your house payment unless you sell your house. You can't get rid of your car payment because you still got to try to get to work or get your kiddos to school. You got to have gas to put in that car. You know, these are all things that it's almost a necessity to have. And even though food is a basic necessity, you have to have it to live. It's something you can easily cut in your budget. It's something that's flexible, it's something that moves. And so we're seeing this different group of people that we've never seen before because they are being forced to cut what's flexible in their budget, and that's food. You know, just recently we got a little note from a 6th grader boy, again, who passed it to his teacher, who was asking for extra milk to feed his twin brothers, his mom and dad, because his dad's hours had been cut. And it's an example that his parents are doing the best they can, but he realizes as an 11-year-old little kid that he's got to do something to help out in his home. And that again is something that makes you think, you know, we've got to figure out how to help. We've got to do more. And we're figuring that out. We're figuring out how to do school pantries in middle schools and high schools. We have figured out how to grow our Kids Cafe program because we had a kitchen in our facility where we could make warm meals and deliver them, you know, throughout our communities. We're able to do all that. We've figured that out. We're doing a good job at that. In fact, I think we're doing the best job we've ever done at this. But we still got to drive a fleet of trucks all across 19 counties of West Texas. We still got to put fuel in those trucks. I still got to have a driver drive it. I still got to have somebody unload every day of what comes in off all this free stuff we've had, sort and process it, get it on the shopping list, pull it back out again and get it back on the truck to go back out. You know, we're extremely efficient. You know, for every dollar that you donate to the West Texas Food Bank, it provides 4 meals to our community. That's crazy. I mean, that's great. That's how efficient we are. That's how good we are at what we do. So the storm is turning out there, you know, and of course with what's, I think one of the ugly parts of all this is that as need goes up, you know, support goes down. And that's hard when you kind of think about what we need to do every day to survive and to keep our community fed. We run large bulk amount of food across a wide, barren space at times. I mean, there are places you can go, and all of us know that you have to stand on a rock to get cell service, but it is one of the most beautiful places in the country, and it truly does steal your heart. But we've got to deliver food there. You know, we got to drive there. We got to make it happen. I mean, fuel cost, even though fuel's down, you know, I mean, it's still a $50,000 line item that we're looking at that's separate from that transportation piece. I mean, it's expensive for us to run trucks, but it's part of what we do, and it's a part of what we have to do to run our everyday business. we tell what we do every day, and everyone who works at the food bank does what we do because we truly are driven by our mission, which is we want to impact West Texas. We want to help people who are hungry. So when people say, how do you ask for money? And I still laugh and I say, I don't. I think I really tell our story and tell what we do every day. And if somebody is compelled to give, then I think that is amazing. I hope seeing, the scope of what we do every day, the pounds of the food, as the trucks that we drive, our employees, the amount of volunteers that we have come in, I hope that people find happiness in the fact that we're giving kiddos out of a Kids Cafe program turkey meatloaf and mashed potatoes and green beans and milk, that they see that we're adding more protein to our Food to Kids backpacks than they've ever had before, and an extra snack, but we're keeping it at the same cost. That we've been able to figure out a way to bring in more produce into West Texas, and we did it with the thought of not only the clients that we serve, but also our donors who support us to run that bot every day. How do we make sure that we're not wasting a single pound that's on that truck? I hope that people realize that the Client Choice Pantries are designed to help people come in and shop and who really need it, and give them some privacy and give them some dignity in a moment that they may not have any. And sometimes people just need a moment to catch their breath. So, if you want to support the West Texas Food Bank, I hope it's because you really believe in our story.